Hello and welcome. Dara Payment here, angel intuitive psychic medium and author of the book, The Archangel Apothecary, here to share with you an important and timeless message from Archangel Michael, straight from his heart, right to yours, as well as a mini pick-a-card reading for added insights, inspirations, and encouragement from Archangel Michael. Let's start first with Archangel Michael's loving and timeless message just for you. Beloved, you feel so uncertain about what is to come. Anxieties are high, civil unrest has some paralyzed in fear. What's going to happen next? Will we survive? Nature experiences similar unrest and uncertainty daily. Yet it rests into its own knowing and thrives. Consider the single dandelion which has amazingly sprouted amongst the prickly bramble bush. The simple dandelion is a beautiful symbol of infinite love's inherent greatness. It's also a reminder of the wonders of perseverance. So determined was one little weed to thrive that it managed to prevail through spiky thorns to poke its head into the sunlight. The symbol of the little dandelion is here to share with you a loving lesson. Despite the thorns, you are going to make it. The global community is rebooting, rebalancing, and reevaluating itself right now. Along the way, you may face some obstacles, and you may at times feel stifled by life's thorns, struggling to find your way to some sunshine. You may at times feel the darkness of storm clouds hanging over your head due to a loss of a loved one, a loss of a job, or mounting debt. But don't give up. Persevere. You are much more than a tiny dandelion. A river surges forward second by second, minute by minute, hour by hour, day after day. Thousands of years later, a grand canyon is formed, yet the river still flows unwaveringly forward. Your life is like that ever-flowing river. If you keep going, you will overcome, you will prevail. Infinite love has given you Mother Earth's inspiration. Take some time to revel in it. A dandelion growing amongst the thorns teaches you to not give up. A tiny bird migrating thousands of miles through heat, rain, wind, and cold teaches you to keep going no matter what. Have faith. Don't quit. Never give up. Do not fear. You are protected and you are wrapped securely in my everlasting wings of love, and I will never let you go. Archangel Michael. Now let's take a look at the mini card reading for the extra insights, encouragements, and inspirations that Archangel Michael really wants to share with you today. Take a look at each card group and choose which draws you in the most. Group 1, Group 2, or Group 3. I'll leave the timestamps for each group in the video description below. Enjoy, and blessings, love, and light to you and yours. Okay, here we are, Group 1. Let's stick this up here for you, and let's take a look at your cards. This one we'll just stick up here for now. And what do we have? We have liberation, door to spirit, and wisdom. Very, very, very cool. Okay. You know, as I'm tuning in here, I'm really getting, the message from Archangel Michael to really liberate yourself, to free yourself, to really spend less time distracting yourself. What I'm getting right now is that for many of us, because of the very nature of what's going on around us, we want to be informed. And what happens many times is that we get entangled in this web of media. And for many of you right now, you're starting to really wake up and realize that the media right now is not our best friend. It's programming many of us. It's not telling us the truth. It's almost as if there's like some sort of Hollywood drama going on. And I'm not the only one that's experiencing this. I'm hearing this from a lot of clients lately. Like, you know what? It's strange. Now I'm seeing the truth. And so, what I'm getting here from Archangel Michael is for you to he's not saying for you not to be informed, but what he is suggesting for you is to set some boundaries for yourself as far as how much news you want, and also to really take in and consider and weigh down what you're hearing. So really, what Archangel Michael is just really sharing with you is to weigh the truth for yourself. Does this make sense? Does it really resonate? Also, he's asking you to set some boundaries as far as watching time, because of a lot of the energy of what you're hearing and absorbing is very negative. Many of you out there, I'm hearing, you're empaths. You have that intuitive ability of feeling other people's emotions and feeling energies around you. And it can get pretty heavy and weigh you down. So relaxing, meditating, getting quiet will really help you not only to alleviate a lot of fear and anxiety that you might be feeling right now in these times that are very uncertain, but also to allow you to see things clearly. I'm being drawn into here in the liberation where this angel is shining, is radiating from her heart. When you seek a truth on a heart level, you're going to see things as they really are. And we look in here, an eye, the eye, all-seeing eye. It's seeing truth. It's awakening to the higher source of love and light where there is only truth. Next, I'm being drawn into the Door to the Spirit card here. And really, this card it is about spiritual awakenings and about new beginnings. And as I'm looking into the card here, we see these little orbs that are beckoning you to the open door. They're basically leading you through the clouds of earthly confusion right now and directly to the source within you that's inviting you to a new understanding and a new perspective. It's also inviting you to really, once again, take a look at those things that are no longer serving your highest and best good. We talked about the negative news sources right now, but they're also talking about you really taking a deep dive inwards, inside, and taking a look at all the emotional and spiritual junk in your trunk, to really examine your beliefs right now, your belief system, who you are, where you're going, because basically you're all going through this time of basically spiritual purging. It is a time, like as Archangel Michael said, it's where the world as a whole is reevaluating, it's rebooting itself, and it's really taking a look at the old memes, the old ideas, and ushering us into this new era. I'm hearing that many of you are light workers, and you're being called to stand your ground, stand in love, and to shine. Shine the truth, to lead the way, to be the leader, right? And it's going to take some accountability on your part. And really, it begins with ourselves. It begins with taking a really deep dive and looking at our own spiritual beliefs, at our own emotional junk that we're holding on to, things that are causing blistering resentment. Because the truth is, love is love. You can't have fear and love together. They do not exist together. If you're holding on to any sort of fear, you're not in love. And you're not going to be able to clearly see and receive what infinite love, what the divine source has for you for the next step, for the next level. I'm also getting, I'm being pulled into the wisdom card here, And the wisdom card here, it says, all I truly need is within me, which is true. All you truly need is within you right now. Divine source, divine wisdom is inherent in you right now. Just as Archangel Michael said with that little dandelion, Mother Earth, each of its creation has its own inherent wisdom. The rivers know where they need to flow. I'm being drawn right now to actually read, let me get the booklet out here, to read the booklet for you. And by the way, this is from the Soul Coaching Oracle Cards Guidebook by Denise Lynn. And this is the deck associated with it. And this is what it says. Your soul wants you to know your wisdom has not only come from your joyous, carefree times. It's also bloomed from your failures, deflated dreams, and seemingly wrong turns in life. Cherish every experience, for all of it has deepened your wisdom, compassion, and understanding. Also know that there is innate wisdom within you, always. It's simply a matter of being still and turning within in order to access it. Sometimes you may be so focused on the future or what's outside of you that you forget that all the wisdom is available to you right now. And once again, I'm really getting for you to take a deep dive, ask yourself where you are right now. Where is it that you want to go? Because quite literally, Archangel Michael is sharing with me, we are being ushered into a brand new era. This is going to be a brand new way of thinking and being. And if you're not prepared, if you don't know what it is that you want and where you want to go, you're going to be unprepared. I'm also getting right now, for many of you, to be prepared is the best way to alleviate your fears. He's challenging you to write down, because some of you he's sharing with me are really in a fear mode. And he's saying, take note of those things that you fear. And he says, prepare ahead of time. If this did happen, what would you do? Write it out. He says that will really alleviate a lot of the angst and anxiety, and it will open you up to what's on the other side of the door for you, the door of opportunity, the door of newness, the door of new beginnings. And he says, and when you are prepared in that way, he says you're able to receive. All right, so let's turn this card here. Oh, persevere. Leave no stone unturned. I love these tiny little cards. They are from the Secret Garden, and the card deck is phenomenal. Leave no stone unturned. What I'm getting right now, he's going back to doing some deep dive emotionally and spiritually, and also as far as looking at the truth of what's being fed, to question it, to take a look at your feelings and your beliefs, to question them. Why am I feeling this? Is this really true? Do I really truly believe this? Do I resonate with this? Because he's saying when it comes to internal wisdom, you have to be the judge of what you want to take in and receive. He says it's going to make all the difference in the world for you as far as the next step in your journey. Finally, he's sharing with me that to remember that infinite love always has your back. And at each moment in time when we're on this path of evolvement, of awakening, that infinite love will show you every step of the way. So not to be discouraged, not to be dismayed, just to know, you know what? I'm infinitely taken care of by infinite love, and no harm's going to befall me, and that I will move to the other side of this. I am going to persevere, and I am going to be accountable for my own self and do what I need to do to prepare myself to move myself forward in love and light. So that's it for you right now, Group 1. If you enjoyed this mini reading, let me know by giving me a thumbs up, by maybe leaving me a comment if this resonated with you, and or if the message from Archangel Michael resonated with you. And if you feel so inclined, please subscribe. It will let me know as well that you're interested in more of these channeled readings with some really short, timeless oracle card readings. Blessing, love, and light to all of you, Group 1, and have an incredible and amazing adventure this week.
Okay, Group 2, let's see what we've got for you. Additional insights and clarifications and inspirations and encouragements from Archangel Michael. Let's stick this up here for us. We'll take a peek at that a little later. Comfort. What a beautiful card. Goddess of the Moon. Sanctuary. Ooh. You know what's kind of interesting? This card here kind of reminded me of the channel message from Archangel Michael when he was sharing with us that we're engulfed in his wings of love. And I'm telling you, when I was channeling this, when I got down to that part, I literally burst into tears. That is beautiful. What a beautiful picture here. Let me tune in here and see what we get here. Mm-hmm. Okay. What I'm getting from this card here, the comfort card, I'm getting that it's time for you to really take comfort in knowing that right now you are divinely guided and that you are indeed protected at all times. I'm getting for some of you right now, this is a really, how can I explain this? It is a time of urgency. It's almost as if I've come here for a time and place to planet Earth to experience this, for a time and place such as this, to help elevate other people, to help raise their own consciousness. And what I'm getting right now is to trust in that, trust in the guidance from your angels and guides, and know that they're going to pull you forward to where you need to be. For others, this is just a right in your face, beautiful message of comfort for you, just at its face value, knowing that you are protected in the arms of infinite love and that everything always, always, always works out for your best and highest good. That love is always working for you and never against you. And to really take comfort that you are not alone right now. I'm being pulled right now to the goddess of the moon. And really, this card is about your own intuition. It's about going within. And really right now, this card's all about your ability to receive intuitive wisdom. You and I, when we tune in, we can receive intuitive wisdom of all types from our spiritual team, from our guardian angels, from our spirit guides, right? From infinite love. So really, it's as asking you right now to really begin to tune inwards for the solutions and the answers you seek. And really, it's a time for you to pay attention. It's a time for you to really say yes to yourself. I am going to pay attention. I am going to start saying yes to myself. I'm hearing it's time for you to give yourself permission to set aside time you can really reflect on why you're here and what you have to give. What Archangel Michael is sharing with me right now, that it's just a reminder that worry and discontent are obstacles to your own inner peace. And it not only creates more and more discontent when you're worrying, but it also blocks you to the solutions that you seek and that you need right now for more and more abundance, more and more prosperity, which will lead you to success. Now, I'm hearing right now there's going to be great shifts for some of you in terms of your livelihood. And I'm hearing that these shifts are good. Really getting right now, this shift has to do with the type of work environment you're in. Some of you are going to be in new territory where you're basically um, like your own little mini company working for your boss. So I'm hearing that some of you will continue to be working at home. I know some of you are like, yay, you're excited about that. But some of you really thrive on the community. So I'm hearing right now that for those of you who are really, communal in that way, that things will open and even up for you. But I'm also hearing there's going to be a shift, a new way of doing things. So really for you, just to be resilient and to go with the flow basically, and to say yes to the situation instead of resisting it. I'm being pulled in right now to this little sanctuary card where there's a little lady just engulfed in this little blue blanket. And by the way, this is interesting because blue is one of Archangel Michael's colors, right? That one of his color correspondences. And this card says, I'm divinely guided, gently and lovingly. And I'm getting right now that you are divinely guided, gently and lovingly. And in order to receive that guidance, once again, not only do you need to appreciate it, but you really need to tune inwards and get quiet. Um, okay. Okay, I'm getting right now too. I'm really getting this vibe that some of you are light workers, and you're finally coming to the point once again where you're saying yes to yourself. What I'm getting right now from Archangel Michael, he's going back to the channeled reading, and he says, with the reboot, with the rebuilding, with the new ways of thinking and being, with the new type of economy we're going to be having, people need to be shown the light. People need to be inspired. People need to be encouraged, which means you need to shine your light to all you see. I'm being drawn to the sun right now. And by the way, the sun is also one of Archangel Michael's correspondences, as is the sunflower. And so what he's saying right now for you, don't step on the fence. It's timely. It's time for you to get out there and to go and to do the service that you've been called to do, and to get rid of the I don't have anything to share. What I'm hearing right now is you are the gift. And he's sharing with me the only reason some of you have not been moving forward and onwards into the path of a light worker, whether it's through healing, whether it's through doing intuitive counseling, life coaching, whatever avenue that is for you, it's because of lack of self-esteem and also overwhelm. I don't know how I'm going to do this. He's asking you, well, if you did know how you were going to go about this, how would that look like? He says, start planning ahead now. It's timely. It's urgent. People need you, and they're waiting for you right now. So he's really suggesting that you kind of pull in your own personal power and give yourself permission to step forward and onwards into the life path that's waiting for you, and to not let it slip by. Do not lose this opportunity. I'm pull the little secret garden card, transform. Oh my gosh, a transform. It says rise above any situation and become the best version of you, which totally confirms what he just shared with us. Is that you need to really reclaim your personal power. And your personal power is self-confidence, it's self-esteem, it's it's the knowledge and knowing that you have come here to serve, and that you have your own specific soul tribe that is waiting for you, to give them what they need at this time and place, for peace, for comfort, and for inner transformation. So group 2, if you found the reading resonated with you, if you have any comments, please share them with me. I'd love to hear from you. If you found that the channeled writing resonated with you, let me know that too. It helps me to determine if these are really doing what they're intended to do, to encourage you and inspire you along your life's path. And blessings, love, and light to you. And I will see you at the next reading. Okay, group 3, here we go. Are you ready for this? So far, the readings have been really enlightening, and I'm always excited and surprised to see what comes out of these readings. Okay, ooh, higher consciousness. Let's put this up here for now. Ooh, money's always good. Okay, let's tune in here and see what needs to come through here. Oh, I love this card, higher consciousness. Wow, beautiful, beautiful card. Okay. What I'm getting from Archangel Michael right now is your higher consciousness really is being opened up and being activated at this time and place. And it's really super strong. And you're really at this time and place able to see things around us, what's going on, things around you, things in particular from the perspective of the current events. You're able to see it from a higher perspective. You're really able to see what's underneath all of it and to really call it for what it is. Um, for you, I'm really getting it's this rising above the nonsense is really going to, um, how can I put this? You're really going to be able to take advantage of this and move yourself forward to new adventures, new avenues of wealth, new avenues of living and being that are profitable and that are abundant. I'm really getting that this higher perspective for you right now is a rite of spiritual passage. I'm also getting, for some of you, it's time for you to give yourself permission to finally open up to this higher consciousness. Some of you, I'm hearing, you're just teetering on the fence. You are not fully committed to say, hey, you know what? I'm at this time and place in my spiritual evolution to realize that there are no such thing as victims. There's no outside source. Everything takes its experience roots and blooms from within me, from how I think, how I act, how I react, and pretty much from how I vibrate, my belief systems. If I'm going to vibrate at a level of love and above, or I'm going to vibrate at a level of fear. So really, it's this is a call for you right now to step up to higher consciousness by simply getting quiet, being quiet and just getting very clear what it is that you want and where you want to go. Clarity is king or queen here, especially in this time and age when there is a lot of unrest. A lot of people are going with the herd, the herd mentality, instead of pulling away, stopping and asking themselves, well, what do I want here? What's for my best and highest good? So really, it's also about, for some of you, it's about questioning your current belief system and questioning, where do I want to go next with this? What do I want to believe with this? I'm being led to this card here, which I believe is a really auspicious card because this card is really about your own confidence and connection to money, to financial resources, to health, and to value. And I'm really getting that for some of you, I'm getting like a new type or a new opportunity for business. And I'm really getting it kind of like being your own boss, like a self-employment thing. Just abundance. There's blossoming here. For some of you also, I'm getting this is a wonderful, beautiful time for you to take advantage of financial healing. I'm still definitely getting something's coming in about a new source of income coming your way. And also for some of you, this is your time. It's an opportunity for you to take control of your finances and to act. And they're talking about to really act on when you take care of your finances, to do what you need to do. If you need to save, if you need to plan ahead, to start doing that now and to be accountable to yourself and your family in that way, and not to think once again, well, I'm a victim here financially. Because for some of you, Archangel Michael wants me to remind you that guess what? There are many, many, many people in the same boat as you. And what's going to get you moving forward and propelling yourself forward with the sail, with the wind at your sail, propelling you forward, is not whining. It's not complaining. It's not taking the victim mentality. Archangel Michael wants me to remind you, you know what? Life happens. It happens. But by the same token, once again, life is always moving for you and for your best and highest good and never against you. So where do you want to stand on that? You could either be prosperous or you could be a pauper. And by the same token, he's sharing with me in abundance mentality as far as knowing you are abundant. You can have an abundance mentality or a lack mentality. He's saying you can be pitiful or you can be powerful, but you cannot be both at the same time. He's really drawn me into this abundant blossoming field behind this man. I'm getting this man here holding the coin that's bringing many of you towards this new type of financial livelihood. And I'm also hearing financial healing. I'm getting it could be some sort of counselor. It could be a class you're taking, or somebody who's just very, very knowledgeable about your next step as financially, as far as either moving into this new financial livelihood or healing your current finances. I'm being pulled in right now to the courage card. And what I'm getting right now, first let me read this. I live passionately and courageously. For both of you, whether you are embarking on a new business opportunity, or if you are at this place in time where you are really being serious about healing your financial livelihood, I'm getting to be courageous, to live in your passion. I want to share with you, Archangel Michael is saying right now to remember that where your passion goes, money flows. So really to tune in, what are the things I love? What are the things I can enjoy? What are the things that I would love to do every day? I would love to wake up and do that, to where it's the point of where my play is my work and my work is my play. Um, I'm being led to draw, to go in and to read the courage card from the Denise Lynn book here, or Denise Lynn. I'm sorry. I'm being led to read from the book, the Oracle card deck, the Soul Coaching Oracle Cards Guidebook. Courage here, what this has to mean, and it says here. The card meaning says, throw your shoulders back, step forward and take risk. Be willing to listen to the beat of your own drum. Honor your truth. Speak up for yourself. Be impeccable in all your actions. Your soul wants you to know that you have the radiant spirit of a warrior of the light. This isn't time to be timid and to pull back. Don't allow yourselves to be limited by your belief systems. This is the time to take action with passion and delight. Courage doesn't mean that you're not afraid. Fearless means just that. Fear less. Acknowledge that you're frightened and take action anyways. Face your anxieties and go beyond the boundaries of limited perceptions of yourself. You are a light bearer for others. Through your example, people find and act on their own truth. And there's an affirmation with this card. It says, I live life passionately and courageously. And what I'm getting right now from that is fear less. Be fearless, not fearful. And I really like what this said. And Archangel Michael's reminded me of that old book by Susan Jeffers, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyways. Sometimes we have to come up to that place where we've drawn our own line in the sand and be courageous enough to step over it. Because on the other side, there's newness, there's financial abundance and prosperity, there's joy, and there's an openness of opportunity to really be able to live and be into that abundant lifestyle that we so want and that we deserve as a child of infinite love. And so I'm getting right now, no matter where you find yourself in terms of your financial health and wellness, that this is your time to start healing, to be courageous enough for the person that's on the fence about moving forward and starting your own side hustle or starting your own business. This is your time. This really, truly is your season to have this breakthrough. Many of you have been nurturing this idea for a long time about starting your own business or a side hustle. And the only reason you have not done it is because you were afraid. So this is really calling you to step up and inside of yourself and really taking off from within. with your arms wide open and so you can receive new insights on where you need to be and where you need to serve next. I'm really being pulled back to the higher consciousness card because for some of you too, this is just a real clear time of awakening for you and realizing, you know what? The old things now have passed away. This truly is a new era for me. And I have the right to get out there and to serve and to give and to earn a nice, wonderful living doing it. Let's pull this card from the Secret Garden. Ooh. And what I'm getting here too is patience. Patience. Wait for the fruit to ripen. Some of you right now are in a place where you're just so impatient. You want things to change right now. But what I'm getting right now, things can't change until you first plan. So have patience, get out there, plan your next step. And I'm being reminded by Archangel Michael right now, it's okay to baby step your way through it. You know, with big things, with big prosperity, it's okay, he's saying, to plod. You know, when it comes to huge steps in livelihood, as far as receiving the abundance, because he's sharing with me, for some of you, you need to start where you're at, be comfortable with what you're earning now, instead of focusing so far outward. I want to be a billionaire now, because he says some of you will hit your own glass ceiling because some of you aren't comfortable with earning that amount of money. So really, it's a matter for you, baby step it. He says, be patient, be a plotter, plan, be courageous, move toward your higher good. But he says, take the step, take that step. A journey of 1,000 miles, he's reminding us, begins with that single step. Finally, what he wants me to share with you, that he has you. He has you right now. Start building that momentum. He's giving you the courage. He is one of the archangels of courage, right? He's saying, I will protect you. He says, you are smart enough not to go into things blind. That's why I'm sharing with you the plan to plod, to be patient, for that fruit to open or to ripen so you can eat the full sweetness of your labors. He's also sharing with me too, he says sometimes we want, as humankind, instant success. And he says instant success is not always the case. Slow and steady wins the race. Well, that's it for you, group 3. Blessings, love, and light for you. If this resonated with you, let me know. Hit the like button, leave me a comment. If you enjoyed the channeled writing session along with this mini reading, do let me know, because it allows me to prepare more of the same type of content for you, to inspire, to encourage, and uplift you into this new era of your life. So blessings, love, and light to you all, and I'll see you at the next video.